Oh, no one's not up there.
I understand the situation more or less. Much has happened, I see. Either way, I suppose we were lucky not to receive a warm welcome on the way over here. It seems my fellow Lightkeepers do not wish to make this case public just yet.
Yeah. Guess Nasha Town's already been enough of a mess lately.
Let's stop here. Any further and the Ratniki might detect us. Since you two can enter, I'll have to request that you kindly pick me up once you're inside.
Well, we've got the lantern. What now?
Oh!
Oh,
Okay, it's time for enter a lantern.
You never said you could do magic like that.
That's an interesting trick.
This lantern may have a rather peculiar shape, but so long as it doesn't glow, it won't stand out in the dark. I calculated that you would have already entered, so I chose a spot visible from the window before using light to send you a signal. As I thought, you're both sharp-eyed and on the ball.
The perks of being veteran adventurers, huh?
Your composure is more impressive still. You're right. That required a little trick of my own. But let us leave such trivial topics for a more relaxed moment. Identical powers must flow from the same source. It was the Wild Hunt, then, that took my form and killed the Sergeant Major. But why do this?
To sow chaos by depriving the Lightkeepers of one of their commanders?
That might be a good point on that one. Without the commander, who's going to take the lead? And also it's going to cause panic to other people, so that might be a good strategy on that guy.
Let's look again more closely. We must leave no stone unturned.
They said the crime scene is completed.
Well, that makes things simpler. In that case, allow me to disturb the fallen. May the ghost flame guide your spirit. May you rest in peace.
I can't believe I actually thought he was going to be a bad guy. It's because of his
When we
face
fought,
or
he
something.
seemed like quite a reckless foe. Certainly not the meticulous mastermind type.
Oh, she found something. Parman, look at the flashing light on his arm.
You mean this?
Oh yeah,
I'm
that's
not well
I
versed
know
in machinery,
robotic arm thing.
but that means his mechanical arm is malfunctioning, right? It might have been broken in combat.
No, that's not right. Paimon remembers this signal. We saw it before while repairing the cannon. It doesn't mean that the components are damaged. It just means that they're due for regular maintenance, so the device has stopped operating. But the real problem is that...
When we were fixing that cannon,
Yeah, he even helped us find the maintenance port. It could still be a coincidence, but considering it hasn't been long at all since we were repairing that cannon...
The Sosi you met could have been Rerir in disguise.
damn it!
In other words, he played the Sergeant Major before disguising himself as me.
I knew there's something about that one. Okay, at least I got that one theory right. That was a fake guy in disguise, and he killed a real one long before.
That's right! If only there was some way to prove it.
I'm sure it's complicated. No further questions from me. Just a moment. I need to check my records.
Thank you for your understanding.
Thanks, man. He got a cool hat.
Got it. 8 days ago, he came to request a round of regular maintenance. But as it happened, I had run out of the required components. His mechanical arm is especially sophisticated, having been designed by Aino personally. The parts, too, could only be made by her. As such, they usually take several days to arrive. In fact, this time, he even asked me if we could push his request forward. And I understood, completely. Not being able to use your hand, that's rough for anyone. but even more so if your job involves fighting out in the wild. So I did my best to convince Ino to rush the job. And eventually, the parts arrived. 3 days ago, if I remember correctly. I sent word to the Lightkeepers immediately, but he never showed up. I assumed he was just out on some mission or other. What's with those faces? Everything all right?
You've provided us with some very crucial information, Hintsa. You have our thanks. We can't make everything public yet, but once our investigation is complete, I will return to thank you and provide an explanation on behalf of all the Lightkeepers.
No worries. Just glad I could help.
Thanks. Good night.
Good night, man.
Good night.
And sleep tight.
Hope the
Don't let the bed
investigation
bugs
goes well.
bite.
Perhaps his mastery of shapeshifting extends only to outward form, and not therefore to complex internal mechanisms. Hence his oversight of the uniquely mechanical traits of the Sergeant Major's arm, and in turn, this flaw in his disguise.
You're saying he thought no one would realize his mechanical arm was actually made of some kind of black muck on the inside, so long as it worked, right? Still seems like there's a lot of guesswork involved here, but it mostly makes sense.
Assuming he plans to collect the fragments within Wild Hunt anomalies, firing the cannon works against him, since it would blast those fragments to smithereens.
Actually, yeah. So he should just damage that cannon before it was fired.
So we solved one mystery, only to dig up another.
So he probably did something to the cannon. I know it's gonna be damaged if it go fire again. But why he fired when he need that crystal sword or something?
Have you heard of how Snezhnaya was once the realm of the Fae? This race is no longer of any importance, but they still exist, as evidenced by the fact that I am standing before you.
We've heard some scattered legends, but that's all Paimon thought there was to it.
I once turned my heart toward
Is
humanity,
Fae supposed to be like some fantasy
and
forest
thus did
stuff?
I experience loss. Chance had it that I should be awakened by a band of Ratniki. They were facing a horde of abyssal monsters, and could not last against such a disparity in strength. Yet none fled. Those who dwell in darkness for long enough become exceedingly sensitive to all light. And the first light I saw upon awakening was that which shone from their eyes.
Is that why you chose to help them?
Perhaps I was moved by their valor. Perhaps I simply saw my past self in them, and was moved to action for the first time in a long, long while. But I was freshly awoken, and my powers were limited. I could not prevent casualties altogether. The survivors and I buried the fallen heroes. That was the origin of the Final Night Cemetery. Tomorrow I shall go and check our records to see if I can find any connection between the Wild Hunt, Rereer, and the cannon.
Will you need us to get you where you need to be?
Oh, I'll be fine. I keep a backup copy at my residence in case of emergencies.
Finally, we can rest. Let's go get some sleep. There's tons to do tomorrow.
I got Primo Gem out of that one. What gives? I thought I'm still in the main mission. Snoomin is awake.
So much noise. What's going on this time?
Oh, whoa. What's going on out here?
Hey! Where's Flint? Is he here, or isn't he?
We would be most obliged if you would pipe down a little, dear guest. Our other guests are resting.
Yeah, that's me. You woke me up.
We're all about to be done for, and you're talking about rest? Flint is a Wild Hunt shapeshifter, here to deceive us all!
What?
If we don't get rid of him now, there'll be no end to this!
Who the f tell him that?
You'd better give him up. If anything happens, your business here is done for. You want that, huh?
Or are you in cahoots with him? You with the Wild Hunt too, huh?
What happened? Did something leak out? But we were so careful last night. How did anyone see us?
Okay, yeah, something fishy.
Boss, do we really have to entertain people who don't respect the rules? Call a few of your boys and have them thrown out.
And what hole did you crawl out of?
A watering hole, of course. The one you've just disturbed. A place to get a moment's respite from all the recent unhappiness, and to escape from all this talk of the wild hunt, or strange ghosts and phantoms. Who'd have guessed people like you would come bursting in, shrieking louder than any ghoul?
This is a matter of utmost importance. We've
Who
got
told
solid
them about
evidence.
this
All we need
shape
now
sister?
is to confront Flint's face to face. Exactly. And you sure don't look like an impartial party either, Nefer.
Oh, don't I now? How about this then, boss? Let them do their search. If they find their man, they can have their little chat. But if they don't, then they owe everyone here an apology, as well as compensation for all the racket they've caused.
Wait, it's... Oh?
All right. I suppose that's the only way. If we don't let them in now, they'll be back sooner or later. What a mess.
Oh, alright then.
Well, I'd say that sounds
Maybe
like an
Flint's like
impartial
escape
proposal.
or something.
No sign of Flint.
But how can that be? Hasn't he always stayed here?
Done searching, are we? Guess it's time to uphold your end of the bargain, huh?
Chop, apology now. Damn! You have to beat him up with that?
Yeah, how did they even find us here?
My inside man with the Lightkeepers informed me that you paid the crime scene a late-night visit. I surmise that you must have rendezvoused with Flint's and obtained some new information. Then, early this morning, a group of people gathered at the
Look
town
at that dead
gates,
robot on this
news
chair.
spreading amongst them that the wild hunt
He has
could
his eye on
disguise
her.
itself by taking on familiar faces. Everyone started throwing out the names of possible suspects. No one, seemingly, was exempt. And amidst it all, Flint's name started gaining more and more traction. We initially intended to bring Flint's back to the Curatorium and wait those people out, but I never expected this to be all that was left. I imagine, though, that he wouldn't have left something that was so seemingly important to him behind.
Might he intend to come back and get it later? Maybe. I'm not sure. Well, he's out of harm's way now, so that's not super important, right?
Oh?
What Paimon means to say is, we've got lots of new intel to share.
All right, then. Yehoda, contact the others. We're going to need all hands on deck.
All
Let's
hands
have
on
this
deck.
discussion
You need
over
to
at
work
my
this out.
place.
This Flint. Should put him on the top of the couch or something.
Remember what we heard back at the tavern? The actual number of wild hunt anomalies destroyed has been greater than Lightkeeper records would indicate. Some of these must have been Rare's doing. He must have been seeking more fragments.
This much is pretty easy to understand, but why would he pretend to be Soci and put so much effort into getting the cannon up and running again?
Yeah, that's why I really don't get it.
Maybe because that'd be more efficient than having to clear anomalies himself?
Ooh, why don't we find a few of those fragments ourselves and use Kuvaki to carry out a little experiment?
Our lab could certainly accommodate such a test.
In other words, we gotta destroy a couple of anomalies and collect fragments from them, right?
Lightkeeper operations have just about ceased following the Sergeant Major's passing. Meanwhile, the wild hunt continues to grow in scale by the day. I fear only we can keep the situation under control now.
Then we best act fast. Paimon's got a bad feeling about this.
A feeling we all share, I'm afraid.
Let's head out then. We'll meet back up at my lab with the fragments.
Yeah, if we run into this guy, don't engage him.
Understood.
Is Flint still inside the lantern? I thought he's gone.
Anyone seen the lantern? Has Flint's dropped by already?
We're heading straight over there. Wait, what? Oh damn, way over there? Huh. Okay. Lucky I got a waypoint down here already. Hey, there's Flint.
This way.
Wait, is this the real Flint
Let's
or the
move.
fake one?
We're running out of time. To expose the true intentions of this Rerir, we need to dive into Notcry's history.
Hope we don't land on our heads then. Phew! Finally finished! Oh, Paimon sure could use a long break from long words now. Hope she can remember it all.
I've noticed something. Before the occurrence of these huge Wild Hunt events, a smaller scale one would erupt in the exact same location. And look, all these smaller scale Wild Hunt site reports share a common outcome.
They'd be detected, but would go inactive before any forces could be sent to deal with them. They could then be sealed directly using a tide seal stone.
Some of these records are too old. I doubt he had regained the ability to act freely yet, or we would have met long ago.
Ah! And here's another similarity! Kuvaki and nearby soil completely drained. Could this be important somehow?
Kuvaki and the Wild Hunt are mutually opposed forces. We Lightkeepers previously believed that these small Wild Hunt sites would temporarily go inactive due to being neutralized by the Kuvaki present in the soil. But now that we've synthesized all this data, there is a key issue this hypothesis cannot explain.
Could be. He can use the Kuvaki.
Yes, that might be it. It could be that when Kuvaki and Abyssal energies meet, the stronger side will suppress the weaker one. And while Kuvaki can indeed destroy small-scale Wild Hunt anomalies, should Rerir be strong enough, the Kuvaki might be his for the taking instead.
Paimon kinda gets where we're going with this!
The Abyss always seek to corrupt.
What are you referring to?
We had a real close encounter with the Abyss in Netland. It's a force that tries to taint everything.
Yeah, there's a major war
It's hard
going
to
on.
explain
Do
in
you guys
detail,
not
but
even notice
basically,
that going?
Your reasoning makes sense.
It begs the question. What makes it so special that he needs it so badly?
That's still a mystery.
That's odd. We shouldn't have any guests. I'll go take a look.
Oh, it's a bud.
Ah, it's an ibis.
Ibis?
It's carrying a letter! Ooh, Lala must have sent it. She can speak to little animals. Let's see here.
Situation urgent. The cannon began operating shortly after we left Nasha Town and is preparing to fire.
Oh no, I knew something happened.
It is locked on to Star Sand Shoal. Please return to Nasha Town and assist with all haste. Lauma.
What should we do? There's no way we're getting back to Nasha Town in time.
We just have to trust them.
Let's go to the cannon's target site. That's where we should find Rerir, and that's where we'll stop him. One moment. Just let me get this news to Lauma. Nasha Town is in their hands now.
Go! Fly! Not a moment to lose!
You're here, as expected.
Humans, you never change. Always trying to use powers you neither comprehend nor control. But it is also thanks to you that I found a way to return.
You've messed with the cannon again, huh? Sorry, but this round's not gonna go your way.
Such faith in your companions. But will the inhabitants of Nasha Town understand why they wish to stop the cannon? I think not. When all they see is the Wild Hunt surging up everywhere they look, the cannon must seem like their only lifeline. This is the truth I have revealed to them.
So that's why you wired them up.
They did this all of their own volition. I imagine the one you call Aino would have managed to stop the cannon otherwise. Shame, then, that you proved one step too slow. In their folly, the townspeople will bar the path of all who seek to stop the cannon. And your kind-hearted, weak companions have not the stomach to deal with them. The cannon will not be stopped now.
Well, sir, you look most pleased with yourself. In that case, before you put us out of our misery, I would like to ask you a question, if I may. See this fragment? It once haunted your dreams, but now it seems useless to you. What is it exactly?
That is my corpse.
Sorry, what?
Your corpse?
My body was once torn into countless pieces and hurled into the swirling chaos of time itself. But even so, my life and will were not extinguished. Every last fragment calls to me. Sooner or later, they shall welcome my return.
So the terror of the Wild Hunt was in fact caused by scattered pieces of your corpse. I guess they don't call you one of the 5 sinners for nothing.
While that which you hold in your hand was my heart.
So that's why it responded so strongly to you.
Only by retrieving this most critical piece could I gain mastery over the turbulent Kuvaki energies and be fully reborn. It may destroy my form over and over, yet always I rebuild it. It may smash my flesh and crush my bones thousands of times and more. But that is of no consequence to me. What truly infuriates me, however, is how you've destroyed my heart. All that suffering, everything I endured.
Damn,
And all for nothing.
Damn, someone break his heart. Wanna go for another round then? What's wrong, Paimon?
Behind you! Look at that light!
I saw it right earlier.
Affirmative. We must quell the chaos in Nasha Town as soon as possible. Also, the unexpected activation of the cannon entails a high risk of incorrect operation. This must be stopped in a timely manner.
Okay, I guess we're taking control of Nepal.
Let's go, Anafa. This way up.
Wait, where are we heading? Oh, that way.
Let's go, Anafa.
Yeah, I'm
This
heading.
way
I'm
up.
going.
This is making me dizzier
Oh my
than
God,
I
look at her.
expected.
Adjusting route. Make ready.
Out of the way, small fry.
That was those drone thing again. Actually, what happened to the platoon anyway? I cannot even shoot them. Okay.
What happened to the path?
Track missing. Fall imminent.
Come on, come on! Get out of there! Whoa, nice!
Preparing barrier breakthrough. Brace for impact.
Brace for impact. Okay, she have a fucking cup of tea with someone else, really? Why are we doing all this hard work? Settle down, guys.
We are out of time.
Please don't tell me she's gonna sacrifice herself.
All your efforts have been futile. It is too late now.
Perhaps you're right. Why aren't you running?
What do you expect me to want to?
Sigisatan passa sax, iti ipotuftos. Necritus necrus baptisi, que omnes tu zonos pentusi. Osesticos palatin pirantur resurcu, topietu aetion veratum.
Oh boy, I'm pretty sure the two are gonna be pissed. God damn, she's strong. It suck for someone who in that cannon way. Oh boy. Damn, look at him!
You too have the potential to be driven mad by knowledge. But the truths you seek are so insipid. How laughable that you should die for their sake.
Oh, someone's fighting that thing. Who was it?
You're wrong.
Damn!
The unknown is but a fog to be dispersed. Knowledge is the true pillar of the world.
Okay, I love her already. I really hope to be a playable character.
You're not the only one who got stronger. Polonia!
Man, I really hope she'd be a playable character. Jesus, man! This robot! Oh crap, everyone go get grabbed! Damn, that was a good cutscene. The new character design is sick. I forgot her name, but her and her robot puppet is really sick too. I love it.
Columbina! What did you do that for?
She just saved your life.
Abilities inside out. Equipped Polonia with comprehensive countermeasures. We were going to settle the score.
But he still broke through, did he not?
What? You expect a battle to be completely one-sided? I just didn't expect him to have no sense of honor whatsoever. Polonia would have been fine in a head-on clash, but battles just get chaotic.
Oh, so you actually thought you could win?
Damn.
Have you been taking care of yourself lately? Your calculations seem to have deviated quite seriously. Perhaps you could try sleeping and rising earlier. Or you could adopt my previous recommendation and...
Damn. Okay.
Hey, listen here, Columbina. I tolerated your nonsense previously because we were colleagues. There's a Fatui warrant out on your head, and don't you forget that. Don't make me fight you right here and now.
Oh, I was just a little concerned about you, that's all. Just like that time when you weren't making any progress with your research. So you went and cooped yourself up all alone.
That was none of your business! And don't you ever drag me out to one of your freaky hovels again! Come on, Polonia, we're leaving!
Oh man, I love her. I love those two girls. I know one of them gonna be playable, but I hope the other one will. We would have been touched by it without you.
I was worried about you, too.
Oh yeah, we're heading back to the town. I wonder what's going on in there after that chaos stop.
Fortunately, we were able to minimize the harm. Only a few townspeople were hurt. But the Reikir of Solnari has now gained a complete form, while we still know nothing about his goals.
It is possible that he doesn't have a reason to fight us at the moment. If his objective had been revenge alone, we would likely have no recourse.
Is there, still time for me to tender my resignation? Just kidding, just kidding. Don't worry, boss. I know there's no running now.
Yeah, you're stuck with us. Off to the funeral.
Lightbearer, with your blood you have paved the road to glory and justice. Even as we hurry on, bruised and battered though we may be, stay a while and look back upon the world and all its love and hatred, until it closes its eyes in the depths of night, and a lantern lit for you alone flickers softly into life. Thank you for everything, Sergeant Major Sosi.
Here? Oh, whoa! I did not expect to see her here. That's interesting.
Nina! What are you doing here?
Was it not you who recommended such walkabouts to me?
Yeah? But aren't you afraid the Fatui will see you?
Sandrone seems uninterested in my capture, and the others are unlikely to risk making contact at all. They have more troublesome affairs to deal with.
Well, it's good to come out for a walk either way. So, how do you feel? Is Nasha Town to your liking?
If not, I could take you to other place.
The Kuvaki is somewhat turbulent, and the people are ill at ease. However...
However?
Is this where you purchased the dishes you treated me to?
Are you serious? That's what she's concerned about? Berries and fried meat? Well, we can take you to grab a bite if you'd like to. There's all sorts of delicious stuff out here that you won't get to try at home.
You've been quite subdued. Thorny questions on your mind, perhaps?
Oh yeah, this is about answering a question every time we're done with the Archon quest. I concerned about this guy.
I could not gain any insight into his schemes, I fear. Now that he has donned a shape and form, selling his power short would prove a fatal error. But that power of his plays host to an obsession that borders on mania. I cannot say if that fixation is directed at the moons or at something else. Perhaps understanding the subject of his fixation shall prove key to repelling him in the future.
How about Fatui? We haven't seen these guys in a while.
Well, Sandrone's daily routine is highly irregular.
That's her name.
While the doctor often orders people around. As for Arlecchino... Was that not what you were curious about? Well then, have you been to that experimental design bureau of theirs? That weapon will play a key role in the Tsaritsa's plan. That's what I've heard, anyway. And what plan is that precisely? Well, I cannot say I care.
What about our spaceship?
I could look into the Eternal Moon's marrow for you if you wish it so. But after our previous attempt, I suspect your spaceship has been intentionally hidden away. Perhaps someone has certain truths they wish to hide from you, or from others. And I doubt there are many who could accomplish such a feat.
Okay, I guess I'm good.
I still wish to return to the moon that belongs to me. That is where the answers lie buried. That is my true home.
Whew, that was complete. I actually don't expect I'm gonna do the whole mission in one day. I was planning to do the first half and then the second half, but I realized I was supposed to have a... Oh.
Interesting. You followed me this far. Why not show your face?
Haha! Right you are. I forgot to introduce myself.
Okay, who's this guy?
The name's Varka.
Okay,
Knight
this
of
guy.
Boreas and Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius.
Oh, God, Bina, give me a chest. Sweet. She just gave me a common chest, not a superior chest. Oh well, I don't mind. Anyway, I was just saying, I was planning to finish the first half today and then the second half tomorrow, but I realized I'm supposed to have a day off on that one, on recording, but I guess I'll just push forward. And now I can't wait to get that character. And the girl Sandrone, I really hope she be a playable character.
What they say is true. You have to see the world for yourself to appreciate how beautiful it is.
Well, I guess that's all for it for this recording, guys. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.